Hello, everyone. My name is Joy, and I'm going to be taking the hosting position in this room for the second half of the day. So welcome back. I really hope that you had a good lunch. So just to start us off with a few announcements, our featured session is at 4 p.m. and it's upstairs in the control room. And, And also, that will be on reducing complexity and increasing performance ratio with Trino. And after the session, we'll be announcing the 3 competition winners in the same room, followed by a networking session in the space bar from 5 to 6 p.m. And please note that the session that was meant to be in here at 3:15 p.m. by Tom Ewing is cancelled, so there won't be a session here this afternoon. But to start us off, we have Jayoti Yadav from Blockchain, and she's going to be speaking on applied machine learning in blockchain-based technologies. And she is a data scientist with over 5 years' experience in the financial services and cybersecurity industry. She has a proven ability to use data science and machine learning techniques to solve complex problems. Jayoti has developed and deployed predictive models, forecasting models, and anomaly detection systems. Jayoti, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Thank you so much for the introduction. So before we begin, I just want to know something about the audience, like what percentage of people are knowledgeable about the crypto? So how many of you know about crypto? Okay. And how many of you have actually bought something over any wallet or anything? Yeah, pretty awesome. So a little bit about myself. I started my education in 2012 at SRCC, and I did like Bachelor's of Economics and Master's of Economics from Delhi School of Economics. These are places in India, like renowned places. Now, after completing my master's, I moved to Safe Security, which is a cybersecurity firm, and post that, I stayed there for 2.5 years almost, and then I moved to EXL Services and served as the credit risk modeler over there. Then finally, I moved to London, and it was a great opportunity, and I started working as a data scientist in the brokerage, payment, and fraud division of the product. Now, a little bit about the company I've been working for, because that'll give some sort of idea about it, as in what all products are there in the market, what all things that you can leverage there. So first and foremost, our product that we have is a wallet service. So in easy language, you create a bank account, and you have a bank account number, and you can send or buy or do a lot of transactions, right? You can send it to send money to your friends. You can send money to make a payment and all the services. So wallet is like a crypto bank account, you can say, and at that place you just have to do a KYC, and you'll be able to create an account and very easily be able to buy cryptos and swap crypto or sell cryptos. I'll explain later like what these terms mean, but for now, like this is what the wallet is all about. The second product that we have is Exchange. I'm going to explain Exchange like in more detail because it is like more interesting part out of all the products. And the third one is an Explorer. So for example, you made a transaction and you want to see whether that transaction went through or not, like what is the status of that transaction and what all transaction you did in the past as well. So you'll go to the Explorer. That is not any kind of transaction you'll not be able to do over there, but it is something that where you can explore it. The last one is the pay part, and it is majorly about providing wallet as a service. So what happens is that there are a lot of companies that do not want to build the entire infrastructure of creating all the buy, sell, and the brokerage product. So what they do is they integrate with you, and you provide them those transactions as a service. So that's like the final part, which is the commercial one, as in it is more towards like MetaMask or these companies actually take these as a service. is promised, like this is like what the exchange looks like at blockchain.com. And how it works is, there are a lot of people who are in need of crypto. So for example, you want to trade your Bitcoin for USDT. Now you'll list your requirement, how much BTC you want to actually trade for, and then you'll put it into this exchange system. You will be a seller over there. Then there'll be a buyer, a person who will be able to, or who wants to trade your USDT with BTC. So in that scenario, these two demands, coincidence of wants, you can say, are actually met over there. And one order can correspond to the another buy order. So in that way, actually, it works as an, and finally, whenever a particular transaction matches with the need of the other person, that trade actually happens. Now, moving towards why crypto, because we all have seen a place where the crypto prices are going down. Everybody who has invested is sort of devastated around it. But I believe that every technology has their downfalls. And over the time, when a lot of people know about it, there is awareness and there are more education around it, it's gonna surge again. But as of now, there are 4.2% of the world population holds crypto or have a blockchain address. And if we look at it from the country perspective, US is the highest one, like in the top. Then comes to India, Pakistan, Nigeria, and Vietnam. And these facts are not just something that only you can collect through the surveys, but these facts are something that we see in our applications as well. Now, in terms of the user demographics, 63% of the users are male actually, and 37% of female hold cryptos. Then in terms of annual income, like this is the average number, and 72% of the users are under 34. Now let's just deep dive a little bit into what the blockchain term actually means. So these are the four building blocks of a blockchain. One are the blocks. It is like a version of a code that you can see. And then comes the transactions, like whatever is happening from whenever you buy or sell a crypto, it's recorded in the transaction. Then nodes. Nodes are a very important part of the entire ecosystem. These are the computers that are linked to the blockchain. And each and every user is going to have, or the computer that is there, is going to have the list of all the transactions. Then cryptographic hashing. This is something that makes blockchain actually a very secure and a very unique database. So as you can see, there are 3 blocks over there. But what's unique about it? I can come today and link my computer to the system and create another block out of it, as in the 4th one. And nobody will get to know, and I'll get Bitcoin as well. But this is not that easy. What happens is that, so let's consider the second block. Now, as you can see, the hash is some arbitrary number over there. But when you'll be creating hash for this block, you'll be considering the hash from the previous block as well. So this makes the building of this block a little difficult, because let's say you want to create another block over there or forge this 3rd block. Now what you'll have to do is you'll have to forge the hash for the previous block, and to forge that, you'll have to do it for the other block. And it is a very difficult process and time consuming. It will take a lot of computing power as well. So this makes it a more secure system as compared to any centralized system that is there. Now, we need to understand, like, there are 2 types of wallets that could be there. One is the hot wallet, which is connected to the internet. So for example, the wallet that blockchain.com provides, Coinbase, Binance, these are all hot wallets because whenever you are making a transaction, you just have to go online or surf over the wallet in order to do that. Then there is a cold wallet. In terms of security, hot wallet, just because they are connected to internet, they are not that secure. In any time there can be a scamming or account takeover that can happen. But for cold wallets, these are some sort of pen drives, you can say, like very close word, to the hardware that is available. Or it could be you are writing something down on paper or you print it on a paper. So the cold wallet is something that is very secure as compared to the hot one. Now, you might have heard like a lot about different type of coins that are available in the market. And in order to make a trade, you have to decide on or fixate on like what kind of currency you would want to buy and how the things are working at the back. Will this particular currency will be of the value in the future? So in order to do that, you first have to understand like what do these things actually mean? What is the motive behind it? What is the driving factor over there? Is there any utility or security for these coins or not? Now let's get clear on the term coin versus a token. Coin is something, so let's take an example of buying a car. So you go to a market, you are buying a car, you have to take insurance, you have to keep the maintenance, you have to get like everything done for that particular asset. So that gives like a lot of liability to it. Versus the situation where you rent a car. When you rent a car, you just have to get the petrol done and you just return it to the vendor. You don't have to do maintenance or insurance or any other liabilities are not there. How this compares with coin and token is that for coin is something that is similar to buying a car. So you have to create the entire infrastructure. So for example, what Ethereum has done. So Ether is their like transaction currency, and everything is built on the Ethereum blockchain. So over there, you can buy or sell anything, NFTs or anything in terms of ethers, sorry. And that is something that is known as a coin. So the cryptocurrency that has their native blockchain. So Bitcoin is also a coin instead of being a token. As compared to that, when you are creating some sort of cryptocurrency over already existing platform. So for example, there are ERC20 tokens. So they do not have to maintain like any blockchain infrastructure in order to build or serve their tokens. They just are using the Ethereum one. Now, stablecoin is something that was introduced late in the market. It was because of the regularity issues and something tragic that happened in the past. So this is a picture of a user of cryptocurrency who bought these 2 pizzas for 10,000 Bitcoins. So which was pretty weird. And later when the price went up, he might have actually realized this thing. So what happened is that cryptocurrency is very volatile. And their prices will go up and down. And unless they are stable, you'll not be able to make a purchase or maybe accepted payment. So you are accepting payment today, tomorrow it could be null. So what happened is they created stable coins, and their values are pegged to the USD dollar. So one stable coin generally equals to 1 USD. Now, there are other type of coins that were introduced late in the market, which are meme coins. And this is like a very, very iconic meme that served around the internet. And out of this, a meme coin was created, which was Slapcoin. So its value was only driven by the meme itself, nothing substantial around it. Now, these are like some of the actions that you can do on a wallet, on Explorer, or anywhere. And first is the buy. In general terms, it's just you have a fiat currency, you want to convert it into a cryptocurrency. Sell would be the opposite of it, from crypto to fiat, and swap would be you're changing between 2 or 3 cryptocurrencies at a time. And one of the advantages with stablecoin is that whenever, let's say you have to exchange or change your wallets, so from Binance, you are going to Coinbase or any other wallet, generally they have no transaction fees for those cases. And it is easier and less time consuming as compared to sending fiat over from wallet to wallet. Now, we have kind of understood like what the ecosystem looks like, what could be the business requirements over there. Let's just look at what kind of data might be available in the market. And after that, we might be able to see like how to analyze it. So first kind of data that is available over the market is the pricing and volume. And these can be found through crypto compare APIs or CoinMarketCap APIs, and other market APIs are also available. So there are like a lot of data that is available and a lot of APIs. Now question comes how to filter those, because it will be very difficult to go to each and every exchange and then see if there is any missing transaction over there or outliers or anything like that. So there is one method that you can use over there. That is to compare it with Crypto Coin Comparison Aggregated Index. So this index was created for the traders. So they want to see the market value of their portfolio. So they would go to this index to see it. Now, when we want to do a sanity check, let's just see what the price and volumes look like as compared to this index. If you see, like this is one of the API that I was using to extract the data. And over here, the prices are almost close to what the index is saying, or how the trend is in index. But for volume, as you can see, from a few places, for a few exchanges actually, the volume is not going in the same direction as the index is going. So which is not a good data that is there. There might be some missing values over there, or some transactions might not be correct either. Now, the other level of data that is available is more granular. And it is available on the block explorers. So the pricing and volume data was overall level of data, but if you want to go into it, like what is happening inside a particular block, or what is happening inside a particular transaction, then maybe what is a particular wallet doing, you can all look into it. So let me just see if internet is working. So this is like one of the biggest platform to see or get the data for these transactions. And if you can see, you can type any kind of address which is there, or any kind of transaction, block, token, or domain name. By address, I actually mean that, so for example, you have email addresses. So anybody has to send anything, you just have to provide those addresses, and they'll be able to make send the email. Similarly, same is the case with these wallets. So they give you wallet addresses, and those addresses can be used to get cryptos or send cryptos. Now, let's just look at this particular block, which was the latest one. And you can have like more granular data over there. So the timestamp over there, it just happened like 59 seconds ago. Then how many transactions were there within it. Then like a lot of things that are there. So gas which is used, gas limit, burn fee. Now let's say you wanna go to a specific wallet. So this is a very specific address over here you can see all the transactions that have happened in that particular address and the corresponding blocks, when did it happen, from where that particular Bitcoin or any crypto is coming, and to where it is going. And the value, generally, whenever you'll see anything over the Etherscan, the value will not be in USD or any terms, it will be in Ether. Okay. Now, before we move into the entire use cases thing, what do you guys think? Like, could there be any scenario where AI and blockchain can be used? Because whenever we see around us, it's only like blockchain is something different, and AI is totally different. And AI is only dealing with the data part of it. Or maybe we are making a chatbot or things like that. So how many of you think that this is something that can be a futuristic thing and something that can lead to like great discoveries? Okay. So I'll give you like some examples of the companies that are already existing into the market, and they are already have combined AI with the blockchain. Now, the first one is SingularityNet. So they are focusing more on AI and AGI. Let's just dive a little bit into what AI and AGI mean and how are they different. So AI would be just a way to mimic, the human brain systems, and AGI would be more around mimicking the human behavior. So they are discovering into both the directions, but they have combined in a way so that whatever AI discovery is there, that is stored in one of the blocks, and that is pushed to the blockchain ecosystem. And anybody who is interested into that can go and transact with other people to get the descriptive things. Now, every ecosystem has their own currencies to trade with. So for example, UK has GBP to trade everything around it. Same is the case with the other ecosystem, the crypto ecosystem is. The local crypto over there is AGIX. So whenever you have to buy any kind of AI technology or maybe computing power, you'll have to trade that in terms of AGI. Then the next one is Townet, and they have also created some sort of decentralized system for building and sharing any kind of local designs, and you can actually put your requirements over the design part. So what happens in ChatGPT is that you ask them to code over a particular topic, and when they code, they are not generally correct. They need to be bug tested, and there are a lot of things that are wrong with those. So this is like an alternate system to it. You can put all your description, whatever you need, and this particular place will be, or application will be able to make a system according to the requirements. Then next one is the Blackbird AI. There are a lot of phishing content market and news, which is spam or fake news that is there. So this is a centralized system to avoid that. So every block contains the actual news which is there as compared to the fake news or the rumors that happens around it. Then the last example is DeepMind Chain. So this revolves around decentralized neural networks. And we will see what do they mean. But before that, we have to understand like one very important concept over there, which is proof of concept, proof of work. Now, how those blocks are added into the entire chain is, they are miners who do that, the computing system which is there, and every computation requires like a lot of computing power. And for that, what happens is to add next block, they are given with some puzzle, some kind of problem. This is like one small example of that. But problems are very, very difficult to solve. And on average, given the computation power, it takes 10 minutes for a particular miner to do it. So the network server sends the puzzle to the user or the miner. And there are a lot of miners doing mining at a particular time. But whoever does it the first, those people will be added, or those person will be able to get the reward and add the block into the blockchain next. Now, once they solve a problem, they send it to send back to the network. Then the solution is checked. And when the solution is checked, there is one winner over there. And that solution is sent back to the miner, and they will be able to actually add the block. But if you see over here, the puzzle is some random puzzle. It doesn't have any kind of importance in terms of value. What if we replace this particular puzzle with something that can actually be used later? Because every time miners try to add blocks, there's a lot of computation power that goes, and which is like not even good for the environment as well. This is like an alternate system to it, which is decentralized neural networks. And how this works is that instead of solving that particular puzzle, what you have to do is you will get some AI-related problems, and you have to build the models, and you send back the results. And once you send back the results, the person who has the best accuracy or any kind of metric that they want to check the results on, they'll get the rewards based on it. So the example that you see is, this is Celeb 50K example, just for illustration purpose. So the first version that you see, it's not that good. The pictures are distorted, you are not able to see the images or the faces very clearly. But the second one is pretty clear. So they are able to generate more pictures out of what was actually supplied to them. Now, this model and the parameters and everything are much better. So this particular person or the miner or the node will get higher rewards corresponding to it. So this is solving like a lot of issues there. This is something meaningful that is happening, even if the computation power is getting invested into it. Plus, out of it, like a lot of research might come up, a lot of models might come up, and a lot of the solutions might come up. And those solutions can later be used for machine learning or AI optimizations. Now, there was an incident that actually happened with one of the stable coins. So what is supposed to happen is that if stablecoin is not able to maintain its value at $1, then it's worthless. So there was a very specific kind of stablecoin that was in the market, Terra. And after its launch, around May 2020, it happened that its price started getting low and low, below even $1. So because of that, it was not able to recover anytime soon, and it's valued at 0 as of now. But let's see if there was something that could have been, been able to predict, or maybe able to in a way you will be able to predict whether this would have happened, or it could have been the case that the stablecoin is able to make some sort of recovery. This is what the tweet numbers were there with respect to the price fluctuations that were there for that particular Terra coin. Now, as you can see, there were not like much noise in the market around this particular stablecoin. So same is the trend over there. But as the value actually started decreasing, the tweets also started becoming the one. And over the time, as the value actually flattened to 0, the tweets again went back to very minimalistic. Now, the third use case would be we have like chatbots, but there are other issues with that. They are not able to get like all the data for a particular user in order to mimic their behavior. But let's say we integrate that with all the transactions that user are doing, or staking that user is doing, or the risk profile that he has, how much risk he is able to tolerate, and what are the wallets that he's connected to. So we make some sort of a user profile over there. Then we use that user profile and apply large language models over there. And we take input from the users as well. So for example, if, let's say, user want to make X percentage of profit in a particular day or intraday trading, then what should he do? Now, if this is something that comes under the natural language, as in user will define his intent, and once the profile and intent are combined, then it actually translates to the exact steps that he has to take in order to do that. And if it is further integrated with some sort of a bot, then this can also be automated in order to get the final action and the results. The benefit of this entire analysis would be that right now, like, not a lot of people know how to create a wallet, or maybe how to make their first transaction, or there are a lot of how to do the earning, how to do the staking. Like, there are a lot of things that are available, and there are a lot of coins also. And there are patterns that are repeated by a lot of people too. So if we combine the knowledge of the entire system and somehow try to mimic it into the user profile, then we'll be able to get the result. And that bridge between the awareness of a user and finally be able to make an action based on that in a very complex environment can also be solved. Yeah. So these were all the things that are actually available in the blockchain domain, and how you guys can use it to make like small analysis, or try to understand what the transactions look like, or make your first transaction and then see what is the state of that transaction and what are the steps that were involved. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Do we have any questions? We have about 8 minutes, so maybe 3-4 questions. Anyone?
Thank you very much. Very interesting talk. In the first use case, when you talked about the puzzles, first question is who creates those and like who owns those? And the second question is how feasible do you think it is to genuinely replace them with some more meaningful AI-related tasks?
So those puzzles are actually not created by anyone. They are created by a code. That's why the system is not governed by a single entity. It is something that is completely decentralized. There is no intermediary in that particular system. So if we actually want to replace that with AI-related solutions, that is pretty easy to do it, because if you have heard about smart contracts, they are just two people agreeing or writing all the conditions, and that is stored in a block. It's just that. And there is a code written to it. And if we write the code in a way that instead of puzzle, you get an AI solution, then it is very feasible to do it.
Any more questions?
Thank you. Thank you for the presentation. You talked about the machine learning and blockchain. I just want to know if there are any researches related to, or any maybe simulation or anything like that, related to blockchain and quantum computing, since the blocks are, and the hash that you mentioned, are these patterns unfeasible for quantum computing as well? Or the process that you're actually thinking about? Just want to know that. Thanks.
I haven't researched in that particular domain, but I'm sure like some research might be available. They might not be like too detailed, but there'll be like some overview of it. But because first a person needs to identify what the blockchain is, then he has to combine it with the quantum computing, which is like another difficult domain. So I think something is available, but I'll try to find out and share it with you.
Any more questions, or is that it?
Not a question. Actually, it was really helpful to understand the kind of basics. What is blockchain? So just like huge round of applause to you for making it so simple and clear. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Well, thank you so much, JOT. I guess our next session's in about 10 minutes, but honestly, that was so amazing. We really enjoyed learning. So thank you.
Thank you.
One round of applause.